like to welcome you all to Whitetown. We are in for a real treat today with three fabulous authors who really need no introduction. Renita Boyle, Sharina, and Vivian French. These fab three are well known to our festival, and this year is no different. Welcome to you all. We are very excited about this year's festival and are so pleased that even in difficult times we have had the magic and wonder of books to dive into and enjoy. Without further ado, drum roll please. Let me introduce Renita, Shara, and Web.
No.
Hi and hello to everybody watching, and I was so sorry that we can't actually be in Wigton, but on the other hand we can reach people who can't get there, so sort of, you know, swings and roundabouts. So we've just had a lovely introduction and thank you very much for that. And now we're going to be asking all of you out there to help us write the very newest story in the whole wide world. So to start off with, what we need is a hero. And we need a hero that's an animal. So could we have some suggestions? What animal do you think would be a good hero for our story? Any ideas? Oh, something's come through already on my phone. Somebody's suggested, somebody's the one, because this is going to be up to Shu, because Shu is going to be drawing as we make up the story. So has anybody got any suggestions? My suggestion that's come through is a rabbit. How do you feel about a rabbit, Shu?
Perfect.
A rabbit? Everybody out there happy with rabbits? Yes?
I'm not quite sure where to look for chat, so I've got nothing up on Facebook. So is this coming on the
chat street? Well, I've got a secret source.
You've got a secret stream. We'll rely on you then. I'm just drawing.
So if we write a story about a big rabbit or a little rabbit, which do you prefer drawing, Shu?
I think a little rabbit would be best, wouldn't it? A little
rabbit. Are you happy with a little rabbit, Renita?
Yes, a little. What, that big?
Renita has already turned into a little rabbit. and thank you, Audrey. Audrey also says that she would like a rabbit, so that's good. So wave to Audrey. And little rabbit lives with his family. Now, when you're writing a story, you want a beginning and you want a middle and you want an ending. And when I'm writing stories, what I quite often do is I think of the beginning, when we've got a little rabbit, and then I think of the ending. How do we want little rabbit to feel at the end of the story? How do you think we want him to feel at the end of a story? Any suggestions coming through? I'm looking at the chat line, and when you get to the end of a story, Renita will, oh, my chat line says happy. Is that right, Renita?
Yes, happy!
And they all lived happily ever after. So we want Rabbit to be happy at the end of the story, but at the beginning of the story, he's not going to be happy.
Oh.
What's he going to be? How is he going to be feeling at the beginning of the story? Let's have a look at Shu's picture. Shu's drawing little rabbits, and at the beginning of the story, he's going to be feeling, oh, I've got to think, he's going to be feeling lonely, and he's going to be feeling fed up, I've got. So he's lonely and he's fed up. And why is he fed up? Why is he fed up? What's gone wrong? What's his family like? Oh, look at him. There he is. Looking really, at the beginning of the story, he's really, really fed up. And what makes you cross and fed up with your family? Do you get cross with your family when they give you chocolate? Nah. Do you get fed up with your family when they take you out for lovely walks? No. Do you get fed up with your family when they don't take any notice of you? Mhm. So maybe Little Rabbit has got a large family, because that's right, isn't it? Is that right? That rabbits have large families? Are we agreeing with large families? Yes. My post says, oh, they have very, very large. My post says, please can Shu draw 99 rabbits?
No.
Maybe we'll consider that sort of. And Rabbit lives with his. Very good. There we go. 99 rabbits. And
Writing is a form of drawing, you know.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. So he's, and all the other rabbits in his family are all very, very busy, much too busy to pay any attention to Little Rabbit, because what are they doing? What do rabbits like eating? Oh, I've got a message saying bunnies have very big families. That's quite right. That's like my other, yes. So what are the other rabbits busy doing, do you think? What might a rabbit want to do? What do rabbits like eating? What? Yes, Renita, what do rabbits like eating?
Carrots.
Carrots. So maybe, do you think the other rabbits are busy out there? How do you get hold of carrots? What would you do if you wanted a great big fat carrot? You might go to the shop, but bunnies, generally speaking, don't have too much money on them. So maybe they might be busy. Do you think they might? They like marshmallows and they like crisps. Very good.
They like what?
Oh, look, there's a bunny with a rabbit. So maybe the other rabbits are busy out there looking for marshmallows and crisps, and they're trying to grow carrots. And they're so busy doing all those different things that they haven't got any time to spend talking to advertising. And they haven't got any time to play with Little Bunny. So Little Rabbit gets fed up. Nobody takes any notice of me, he says. I'm going to go and I'm going to run away from home. So he decides that he's going to pack. What's he going to pack? What's he going to pack before he goes away from home? What do you think he might take with him? Any suggestions? What's he going to say? Oh, somebody says they should go to the co-op. Well, unfortunately, and Audrey says they like chocolate, but they're going to go. They go to the co-op to get carrots, crisps, chocolate, and marshmallows.
Ooh.
But they still take no notice of Little Rabbit, and Little Rabbit is fed up. So Little Rabbit is going to run away to try and find somebody who is going to talk to him and who is going to take notice.
What's he got packed in his things?
I don't know. What's he going to take with him? He's going to take, looks like he's taking carrots. And what's he packing them in?
Ooh.
He's going to pack his bag, somebody says. What sort of bag? Oh, there's a clue. Oh, what do you think? Does anybody think that's a good idea, to pack his spotty hanky? Oh,
I'm a prison.
Shu's about to leave home. Shu's packing his spotty hanky. So, is that right? I want some answers, please. Oh, I've got an answer.
Albert Einstein.
Yep. Oh, he's going to take a sandwich with him.
And what else have we got? Oh, glue, very important. Scissors.
Yeah. Right. Anything else?
All up.
Oh, little rabbit. Little Rabbit is going to take a sandwich and a book and coins and pizza, and he's going to go on his scooter. So he's going to take off on his scooter. So now we've got a rabbit on a scooter. Off
with a sandwich?
Sandwich, yep. And he's going to take coins.
Coins, yeah.
And a teddy. He needs a teddy.
And a teddy. And a teddy. And pizza he's going to take.
Of course.
And he's going to take a scooter. Off he goes.
You carry on. I'll do the teddy.
So off he goes. And he goes scooting along the road with all his things in his spotty hanky.
Okay.
And he hasn't gone very far when he meets another animal. And what animal is he going to meet? Somebody said if he's on a scooter, he needs a helmet.
Ah, okay.
Quick bunny rabbit helmet. Very good. Absolutely brilliant. So he hasn't gone very far when he meets another animal. What animal does he meet when he's going along the way? We have some suggestions of different animals that he meets. There's some animals coming through. And thanks, Anne, very much. Anne has suggested that he meets an earwig. But he doesn't like earwigs because he thinks they're a little bit scary. So he goes very fast past the earwig, and he hasn't gone much further when he meets a fox.
A fox.
And he's going to meet a fox, and he says, and does he wave to the fox as he goes?
A nice
by?
fox.
I think he goes very fast past the fox, just in case the fox is a little bit hungry. And it's a good thing that little bunny's got his scooter, and he's gone a little bit further, and he's met something's coming through on my other line. Oh, he meets a goat. Can we all make goat noises? Renita? So, he's met a goat. Now he meets the goat, and the goat looks at his little bag of delicious things that he's carrying with him. Now there's something about goats. What do goats like doing? Anybody got an answer? What do goats like doing best? Goats like
disco dancing.
Disco dancing. Goats like disco dancing, and they are also, well, the goats that I've met are also very, very, somebody's got it, hungry. So
what's this goat eating?
What's this goat? Well, this goat is looking at little rabbit's spotty bag.
Uh-oh.
And the goat is looking at little rabbit's spotty bag, and he's going ho, 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 ho to himself. But he doesn't immediately do anything because little rabbit is very, very tired. Oh, somebody says goats like crossing bridges. Quite right. So, and somebody says there's a yay for disco dancing. So goat says to little rabbit, let's do some disco dancing, because the goat has a plan. The goat has a very cunning plan. So the goat and little rabbit do some disco dancing, and they disco dancing this way and they disco dance that way until little rabbit is very, very tired. And when you're very, very tired, what do? You go to sleep. The little rabbit snuggles down with his spotty hanky full of lovely things, and he goes fast asleep. And while he's asleep, what does the goat do? What does the goat do? I'm waiting. What does the goat do while little rabbit is asleep? He eats everything in little rabbit's bag. Oh, he eats the little bag as well.
Were they chocolate coins?
And he ate all the chocolate coins, and he ate everything in the bag, including the book. So when little rabbit wakes up, everything's gone, and he feels very sad. And if you're feeling very sad, what do you do if you're feeling very sad and everything's disappeared? Thank you, Renita. Renita's doing it beautifully. Poor little rabbit begins to cry. So the goat feels, do you think the goat feels a little bit sorry for having eaten anything? I think maybe he does. I think goat feels a little bit sorry. So the goat decides that he's going to give little rabbit a present to make up for eating his spotty bundle. So what the goat does is the goat goes off to the nearest washing line. And when he's looking at the washing line, he sees all kinds of things hanging on the washing line. And the washing line, I've decided... Oh, quick interruption there. Recommendation, Wigton Book Festival, fantastic. And while he's there, the goat sees, what story does he see? He sees Jack and the Beanstalk's mother's apron. And in Jack and the Beanstalk's mother's apron is a pocket. And in the pocket is, what do you think might be in Jack and the Beanstalk's mother's apron pocket? Something magic. What might be in the pocket? Oh, he sobs. That's right. He does a lot of sobbing when he's very unhappy. And in Jack and the Beanstalk's mother's pocket are... any suggestions? What might be in the pocket? Something very magic. A shiny medallion. Very good. So there's a shiny medallion so that Little Rabbit can hang it round his neck. Oh, there's a clever idea. Somebody said seeds.
Oh.
Special sorts of seeds. What did Jack have? What kind of seeds did Jack have? A bean. So he looks. So the goat says, "Here you are, Little Rabbit. I know that you want to, you had, I'm sorry I ate the carrots that were in your bag, but here are some seeds and a bean." It's a very dirty apron.
It is.
Definitely needed some washing.
I think so.
Only
Yeah.
one bean.
But it missed out. It missed out the washing bit, didn't it?
It did miss out the washing bit. So Little Rabbit takes his seeds and his bean, there's his bean, and he decides that he would like to grow them and see what happens, because after all, they did come from Jack's mother's pocket, and it's well known that Jack had some luck with growing things. Oh, it's a very good bean.
Thank you.
So off he goes to see if he can find somewhere to plant his beans. Off he goes, running along the road, running along the road, running along the road. How did he run along the road, Renita? How did little rabbits run along the road?
Hippity hoppity hippity hop.
Off he goes. I love it. Hippity hoppity hippity hop. Off he goes along the way. And here he goes. Oh, he's got beanstalk seeds. Oh, very good. And he goes along the road. And who does he meet? He's going to meet another animal or a bird as he goes along the road. Who's he going to meet? Any suggestions? What animal, what bird might he meet? Oh, nobody's coming through. Nothing's coming through. Nothing's coming through as yet. He's going to meet, oh, here we come, a crow. Hooray. Thank you very much. He's meet a crow. And he says to the crow, can I plant my beans in your garden? Now, when you're writing a story, things don't go right straight away. Let's just have a look at that crow's expression. Do you think the crow is going to allow Little Rabbit to plant anything in his garden looking at him? I think not. The crow says, I don't want you planting anything in my garden. Thank you very much. Go away. Ooh. And poor Little Rabbit says, oh, I only wanted to just see what I could grow. But the crow says, no, off you go. And off goes Little Rabbit. Here he goes. What's he going to go as he goes along? He's going to go hippity, hoppity, hippity, hop. And next, oh, he's going to meet an eagle.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, we're good on birds here. So he's going to meet an eagle, and the eagle is having a walk with his friend, who's a peacock.
Of course.
There we go.
Gee, thanks.
Keep going. So off he goes, and he meets Eagle, and Eagle says, And Eagle doesn't look very friendly either. Eagle says, no, you can't throw anything in my garden. Here we come. And Eagle says, no, what I like growing in my garden is, what does Eagle grow in his garden? What kind of fruit or vegetables does Eagle grow in his garden? Any ideas? Oh, Renita's got a clue. I think the Eagle is going to grow lovely sweet corn. What did the crow grow in his garden? Here we go. The crow grew melons. Wow, no wonder they didn't want poor little rabbit seeds and beans. There wasn't room if you're growing lovely things like that. And what about Peacock? What is Peacock like growing in her garden? Ooh, it's a strawberry. Oh, lovely. And they say to Little Rabbit, now, Little Rabbit, we don't want you growing things in our garden because we don't know what seeds you've got, and they might be weeds. So poor Little Rabbit is hopping along and he meets, oh, somebody's got to grow tomatoes. Or cauliflowers. So who is he going to meet next? Who's going to grow tomatoes? Any ideas? Who's he going to meet to grow? Who's likely to grow tomatoes, do you think? What animal?
I only have red. It's lucky you're doing tomatoes, isn't it?
Oh yes, there we go. Strawberries and tomatoes go together very nicely. Any ideas what animals we want for here we go, a field mouse. Oh, well done. And a dog. Right, I'm going to keep the dog for the next one. So the field mouse is very busy growing tomatoes. And Little Rabbit says to the field mouse, keep up there, Shoo, keep up.
Where are we now? Where have we gone?
We're on a field mouse.
Oh, right.
And the field mouse grows tomato. And Little Rabbit says to the field mouse, oh, please, will you let me grow my seeds in your garden? But the field mouse says, what does the field mouse says? No, no, no. So Little Rabbit,
Seeds might be weeds.
Poor Little Rabbit.
I think I'm a bit worried about biosecurity in Wigtown.
They're all very careful and they're all very, very mean to poor Little Rabbit. Maybe it's because his seed packet didn't have a label on it, so they're very worried about it. So Little Field Mouse is worried about his tomatoes. There's Little Field Mouse coming along. Oh, Little Field Mouse says, maybe you should just keep asking people. I think Little Field Mouse is quite friendly. I think he's a nice little field mouse. Oh, he does say no. And oh, he says, no way, Jose. Apparently, well, my instructions say, it's very interesting. All these lovely ideas that keep coming through. He says, Little Rabbit says, no way, Jose. And Little Rabbit says, my name's not Jose. My name is Little Rabbit. So the little field mouse says, just get off on your way. And off he goes, and he meets a dog. Do we know what kind of dog it is? Does anybody want to put up some ideas as to what kind of dog we might be meeting here? No ideas as yet. Is it a big dog, a little dog, a hairy dog, or are you going to leave it up to Shoo to choose what sort of dog it is?
Oh, right.
No messages coming through?
I thought there'd be lots of suggestions for that.
Lots of suggestions to this. I've got, I think it's hair. We can see people typing. People are typing. So he's going to, let's give them a chance to type. They're all typing madly to see what kind of dog we're going to get here. We're going to get a, oh, lovely. Right, Shoo, you've got a choice. You can have a Labrador or a German Shepherd or a mini Dachshund.
Mini Dachshund.
Oh, all three.
Well, that's a bit tricky. Yes, hang on.
Which one should we go for?
Well, I kind of got the eye angle coming up here already, haven't I? So,
Oh, right.
well, I
That's
can
one of
maybe
the things
move
when
that.
you're
I can
drawing
move the eye
pictures.
angle that way a bit. And then we can have a.
Oh, what's Sue going to draw? Oh. Here it comes. Oh, it's got long floppy ears. Here it is.
I think it's a Dachshund thing, isn't it?
It's a Dachshundy thing. That's right.
It's a cross between a
And-
Dachshund and an Alsatian, German Shepherd.
The Labrador and the German Shepherd are out of shot.
Yeah.
They're hiding behind the bushes, so we don't actually see a picture of them. And what's the Dachshund? What's that's growing in its garden? What do you think that might be growing?
It's a tree to hide the German Shepherd.
Oh, right. Oh, the Dachshund is growing bananas because it's very fond of banana splits. I like banana splits. Banana splits are good. So,
This is the banana tree.
poor little rabbit. He's met all these different animals and he's feeling very, very sad. He's probably going to do some more sobbing. That was a very good idea to do sobbing. So he's going to go off along the road and he's very sad. So is he still hippity-hoppeting, Renita, if he's very sad, or does he...
Hoppity, hippity, hoppity.
Oh, off he goes. And in the distance, he sees a building. And this building is a building that if you happen to be living in Wigton, people will know. And he sees this building, and what could it be? What building in Wigton do you think it might be that he sees? It's a big building. We need a big building. Any ideas? Any ideas? There's some
Doing this
typing
off the top of my head. I haven't got any.
Oh, there he is. He's sobbing, and he sees. Oh, I think he's going to see. He sees a bookshop, and that's a very sensible thing for somebody to see in Wigton. But unfortunately, the doors are shut because it's closing time, because poor little rabbit has spent so long asking all the different animals for help that the day has got really quite late, and so it's time for everybody to go to sleep.
What time? Wait a minute. What time is it? Because we got the clock here on the.
Somebody's put the county buildings. They must have.
Yay! Oh, the county building.
The county building. I think. What time is it? I think it's
Paper.
6:30.
6:30.
6:30.
Oh, well, then that's just both hands down, isn't it? Can it be
7 o'clock?
6:25.
It could be 6:25. Very good.
Just a bit
Now,
like-
little rabbit comes up to the county buildings, and outside the county buildings, people who live in Wigton will know this. Outside county buildings are a whole load of very special tubs. And these tubs are rainbow tubs. They're red and yellow and blue and green and what's the other one? Any ideas what colour the tubs are? There's a red tub, a yellow tub, a blue tub, a green tub, and what is it? Renita knows.
Pink?
I think it might be a purple tub. So he sees all the time, and they've got some flowers in them. They're growing things, but there's nobody there to say, these are mine. So Little Rabbit has an idea. Little Rabbit has a really good idea. He thinks that he will take his seeds or his beans and he's going to put them, what's he going to, oh, indigo, orange, quite right. You see, it shows I'm useless on rainbows. Everybody else knows rainbows much better than I do.
But what we've actually got is indigo, pink, red, coral,
Coral?
yellow, lime green, cyan blue, and dark blue.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so this is
It's-
an alternative.
It's an alternative rainbow. Well, let's go with that. So, and I happen to know that I think these lovely tubs outside the county buildings, I think they were planted, is this right, Sunita, by the brownies and the guides, is that right?
Rainbows, the brownies, and the guides. I believe.
Oh, lovely. And there they are. And Shu is colouring them in so we can watch them colouring in. And Little Rabbit is going to take his beans, his seeds, and he's going to plant some in each one. Take a handful here and scatter it, and then a handful here and scatter it, and there's some in each tub. So he's planted them, and then does the clock strike past? No. Oh, then Little Rabbit
It
looked
takes
up at
him
the clock. He
35
looked, oh look,
minutes
there
to
we go. Let's watch Little Rabbit planting his, there we are, there's Little Rabbit getting ready to plant his seeds.
Scattering seeds.
He's scattering
Ah.
seeds.
But the
Scatter,
bean is
scatter.
going into the pinky one here.
Lovely,
Yeah.
very good.
And we've got some flowers and stuff already growing, haven't we?
Yes, that's right, very
Do
good, lovely.
And then we need a girl guide. Girl guides don't wear the old-fashioned things. I'll have to research that.
Oh, the girl guides aren't there because in fact it's
Ah.
6:30, so they're at home having their and the
The
clock.
mummies and daddies came to collect.
And Little Rabbit looks up at the clock and he sees that it says 6:30 and he thinks, oh, my mum will be wondering where I am. It's time for my tea. So he goes rushing back to his mother and he goes back. How does he go back, Renita?
Hippity hoppity hippity hoppity hippity hoppity stop.
Very good. All the way back to his mum. And is his mum pleased with Little Rabbit? Uh-oh. She says to him, you are a very naughty little rabbit. You went running off and you didn't tell me where you were going, and I am very cross, and you are to go to bed right now this minute with no tea. So Little Rabbit goes off to bed and he's not very happy at all. And in the night, it does what it's doing just now. Now, I don't know whether it's doing this in Wigton, but here in Edinburgh, it is, oh, that's right, it's raining. And Little Rabbit thinks, oh no, all my seeds will be washed away. And I won't ever know what it is that was in those seeds that goat gave me. But in the morning, he's woken up by a loud noise.
Oh.
You can hear a lot of noise and all the rabbits are shouting, quick.
What sort of a noise? We
What
got
sort
a
of noise?
rustle?
Hop hop hooray! Hop hop hooray!
That's what they're shouting. They're shouting, quick, quick, come and see, because something very special has happened outside County Hall.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Little Rabbit and all his 99 brothers and sisters and cousins and aunts and general relations go rushing off, and they go rushing off up to County Hall, and they go to see and what has happened to County Hall.
Well,
Oh,
it's
look,
not so
look.
easy to draw quickly.
You're doing a great job there. Well done, Shu. Look, outside County Hall, there they are. You can watch them growing, just like the little rabbit saw them growing. Up they go. Oh, somebody says, how can poor Bunny have such a bad day in awesome Wigton? Well, even bunnies occasionally living in Wigton, they sometimes have, but it's looking really good because all these plants are growing up and up and up and up and up the walls of the County Hall. And
And growing up to the roof. We got to the roof now.
they're going up to the roof, they're up to the roof, and all the other animals, the goat and the eagle and the crow and the field mouse, they're all there as well. And they're all saying, and all the people from Wigton are saying, who who's responsible? Who did this? Who did this wonderful thing and grew all these amazing creatures, amazing plants? And Crow says, well, I remember a little rabbit asking me if I can, if he would let me, if he would ask, he asked me, oh, I'm getting so muddled. And the little rabbit asked if he could grow his seeds and beans in my garden. And I said, no. So I think it's Little Rabbit. And somebody says we should have rainbow flowers sprouting everywhere. Quite right. Let's have rainbow flowers sprouting everywhere.
Yeah. So we'll have nice. Okay, these are the flowers.
Here come the flowers. Here come the flowers.
We got
And all the
reds.
people watching say Little Rabbit is so amazing for
Yellow.
covering County Hall in these beautiful country. That what might happen? What could happen to celebrate Little Rabbit? What is there? Everyone's cheering. Everyone's cheering. Really, hooray!
I can hear them all out there in Wigtown land. Cheer.
They're all cheering. They're all cheering. They're all cheering. So what is Little Rabbit going to do? What is? Oh, I think Anita might. Anita, what are they going to do? They're going to ring the bell. And so they're going to take Little Rabbit, and Little Rabbit is going to ring the bell. And as he rings the bell, here we go, ringing the bell. Dong, dong, dong. Something really special happens.
Oh, here's one I did earlier. And here's the leaves. And I think
there's what colour is this flower?
Well, like this could be a rainbow one all on its own, couldn't it?
Or a rainbow flower all on its
own. We could have yellow in the middle like that.
Oh.
We could, and keep my brush clean. We have to keep nice bright colours, don't we? And then we want some. Oh, that's terrible! What happened? I'm not cleaning my palette. You want to see me painting you? Look! A little bit of green. That's better. So there we go. Like that.
They're singing and dancing.
And then when this opens up, what's going to happen?
What's going to happen?
I know.
What's going to happen when the flower opens up? Can anybody think what might be inside the flower? Everybody's cheering. They're going to have a picnic in a moment, and there's going to be singing and dancing, and the Old Bank Bookshop crew are waving. Yay. And all the other people. And can we open the flower?
We can. Look, the flower is opening.
The flower is opening.
I can do applause here, I think. Hang on.
Yay! Everybody, what's inside the flower?
Inside? It's a little book.
A book inside the flower. And every flower.
We probably need a little picture of Rabbit in there, don't we, do you think?
Oh, yes, because this is the newest story ever. And the little book's opened, and there were lots and lots and lots of books. The book.
Then, look. And then it kind of comes away.
And
if we fold a little crease down there, we can make it fly.
And it fluttered down to the ground, and everybody watched and cheered, and the children rushed to pick up all the books. And they decided, what are the children going to do with all the books? Somebody tell me, quick, what's going to happen to all these amazing books that have fluttered down from the roof of the County Hall buildings? Any ideas? What are the children going to do? Here come the children dancing. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Maybe they're going to keep them. Maybe they're going to read them. Of course they are. They're going to take them home, and they're going to read the story of Little Rabbit and the Magic Beans.
They are.
Now,
and over here we have the Old Bank Bookshop.
Oh, yes.
Oh, hang on. We got the Old Bank Bookshop.
The Old Book Bank Shop.
Who we must say thank you kindly for sponsoring us today.
Oh, we do. Hooray.
I can also say if you go on their website, you can get an amazing Lucky Dip bundle, which I did, which was great fun. So,
lovely.
So thank you very much, Old Bank Bookshop.
We do. Hooray for the Old Bank Bookshop.
Yeah.
And
more
the
children.
and everybody, there's a message coming up that's saying that the children are going to read the books, and they're going to have a reading party. I think they might be having a reading picnic as well, and they're going to gift them to their friends. So that's really,
Writing
really
that down for my story.
Now, Renita, this is over to you, because Renita has
Tell the story together.
is now going to tell us the story of Little Rabbit and the
Do
magic.
you have any rabbit ears? If you don't have real ones, you can put little rabbit ears. I can't see you, but I am assuming you're putting your rabbit ears on. I'm putting my rabbit ears on. Yay! Okay, ready? Let's see how we go. Once upon a book town, there lived a little bunny. Now, little bunny lived with an enormous, busy bunny family. They were busy bouncing up and down. Okay, bounce up and down. They were busy burrowing round and round. Can you turn around? They were busy burrowing in the ground. They were busy munching grass and dandelions and growing carrots. They were busy twitching nose, twitch your nose, and ears, much too busy to see little bunny's tears. So one day, little bunny decided one day that he might be better to run away. So he packed his bag, and in his bag he put a toothbrush, a sandwich, a book, some chocolate coins, carrots, pizza. He put on his helmet, he got on his scooter, and he also packed his teddy.
Oh.
And away he went. Then little bunny went. Can you do it with me? Hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, stop. Because he was on a scooter, we could go hippity hoppity, zippity zoppity, zippity zoppity, zoom.
Yay!
Yay! And he did this until he met Goat. Goat was a hungry goat. Can you go? Liked to cross bridges. Always kept a keen eye out for ogres. But this goat really liked to eat everything in sight. And little bunny hopped up to Goat and said, "Hi, Goat. Can I plant my? Can I? How are you?" And the goat said, "I'm fine. Would you like to dance?" And so the goat had a plan. So the goat and the bunny did some disco dancing. All right, so we're gonna disco dance. And they danced and they danced and they danced until little bunny was so tired. He yawned. And he fell asleep. While little bunny slept, Goat ate everything in little bunny's bag. Can you remember what was in little bunny's bag? He ate a toothbrush, a sandwich, he ate a book, chocolate coins, pizza. He ate little bunny's carrot, and he was just about to eat little bunny's teddy when little bunny woke up and was so upset. And the goat was a little upset too. So he said to little bunny, "I have a present for you." While I was munching the laundry on Jack's mother's washing line, I found an apron, and in the apron pocket, there were some seeds and a bean. Oh, said little bunny, and he was very, very excited, and away he hopped. Are you ready? hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, stop, until he came upon, you're never going to believe it, little bunny came upon a crow. Yo, crow, said little bunny, can I plant some seeds in your garden to grow? And crow said, no, I only grow watermelons. Your seeds might be weeds. Oh, said little bunny, and he went hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, stop, until he saw eagle and peacock. He says, yo, eagle and peacock, can I plant my seeds in your garden to grow? And they said, no, we only have corn and strawberries in our garden. So little bunny went hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, stop. And he stopped to talk to the little mouse. And he said, little mouse, please, can I plant my seeds and bean in your garden to grow? And the little mouse said, no, I only grow tomatoes. Your seeds might be weeds. Oh, said little bunny, and away he hopped. Hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, stop, until he came upon a dachshund dog. And he said to the dog, oh, please, can I plant my seeds and my beans in your garden to grow? And the dachshund dog said, no, I only grow bananas. Oh, said little bunny, and he was so upset. He went hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity. And by the time he stoppitied, he was outside the front of the county buildings. And then little bunny had an amazing idea. I will plant my seeds in those buckets in front of the county buildings. And so that is what little bunny did. 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, 4. And a bean. Will they soar and grow high into the sky? Well, little bunny was a little bit hungry. So little bunny went home to his busy bunny family. And his mother, though actually very happy to see little bunny, was also a little bit cross because, oh, little bunny, we were worried about you and we missed you. And where were you? And where did you go? And oh, you must go to bed early. And she did sneak a carrot to him a little bit later. But little bunny was very sad. And he thought, what's going to happen? And then he heard, I hear thunder, I hear thunder. Hark, don't you? Hark, don't you? Pitter patter raindrops, pitter patter raindrops, the whole night through, the whole night through. Little bunny was a little bit worried that his seeds would wash away, but in the morning, some very busy things were happening in his busy bunny family, and he could hear hop, hop, hooray, hop, hop, hooray, hop, hop, hooray. By the time he got outside to see what was going on, whole crowds of people were in front of the county buildings. There in front of the county buildings were enormous, giant, beautiful beanstalks. 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, 4. And a bean, oh, how they soared high up into the sky. And everyone was cheering. Who made these? Who did this? Who did this? I know, said the crow. I know, said the eagle and the peacock. I know, said the tiny mouse. I know, said the dog. We know, said Busy Bunny's family. And just then, something magical and amazing happened. Buds, oh, thank you. The buds began to open. The flowers began to open. And inside were tiny little books. Hooray! Hop, 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 hooray! Hop, 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 hooray! Well, that night, those little Busy Bunny family were busy reading. Yep, every night when the stars were shining bright and the moon was bright, the Busy Bunny family were busy reading to little Bunny.
Yay!
Fab. Well done.
Oh, look, little Bunny Beanstalk. There he is. And there's little Bunny reading his book. Now, if anybody listening has decided that they would like to write a Little Bunny story, I think it would be really good fun if you wrote your story and drew your pictures and then sent it to the Booktown Book Festival, to Wigton Book Festival, and we can have a look. What do you think? And I think that would be just amazing. And I can say that if anybody does decide to write a story and illustrate it, I'll make sure that I send them a pencil so you can do more drawing, just like Shoo.
And I'll send them a magic bean.
Shoo.
And we can all live happily ever after.
And happily ever after. So can we thank everybody very much for listening? Thank you so much. And a big cheer for Renita for her story. Hooray! And a big cheer for Shoo for his drawing. Hooray!
Lovely, Viv. How wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lots of
And
that. And
a
another.
big clap for Viv for whooshing this story on,
And
urging it,
urging it on.
nurturing it.
And also a huge thank you to all the people who put in messages, and all the messages came through anonymously, but I happen to know a few of the people who have sent in messages. So big love to all of you, and yeah, and hopefully we'll see you next year in Wigton for real.
So hope so.
Hope so indeed. So
Bye,
bye.
little bunnies.
Bye. Bye, little bunny.
Bye.
Keep on smiling and never stop.
Hello, I'm Alan McClure, and I'm going to read my poem. My name is Billy Baxter. My name is Billy Baxter. Will you spare a thought for me? I'm sitting doing nothing here in classroom 7B. You're thinking, Bill, you're havering. The schools are a' shut down. For you, maybe, I would agree, but nae this lucky loon. I ken about your troubles, how this isolation's lame, the battle for the broadband when your mither works fae hame. At least you're staying for your bide. For me, it's 10 times worse, 'cause mammy is the Janny, and my father is a nurse. They say my dad's a hero, and I wouldna say they're wrang. They're acting like it's news, but me, I've kent it a' lang. He gets a clap on Thursday nicht, and though that's pretty cool, fae 93, it's only me that has to ging to school. You see, the school is open, fit they cry a council hub. For bairns they frontline workers, it's an awfu' lonely club. So mammy has to open up in case there's mair to come, but normally there's nobody, just me sat on my bum. You'd think it might be cool, an empty school could be a laugh. Well aye, for half a minute, then the novelty wears off. I'm even here at weekends, it's a national disgrace, and dinna get me started on Easter holidays. I'm getting texts for Tony, getting Snapchat for Simone, and Connor, Kate and Corey, well they're never off the phone. But here, 12 metres distant, for to keep us safe and well, there's Miss McGee, as bored as me, just waiting for the bell. We'll try to keep it busy, hae a workout with Joe Wicks, then head out to the playground, drink some juice and share a Twix, but back into the classroom for the minutes flow like glue, and checking Teams on Microsoft for anything to do. I suppose my mind can wander when I'm here all by myself. I've had a look at every book that's sitting on the shelf. I'm getting braw at doodling, my writing's getting neater, and me and Miss play countdown and nearly I was beat her. I'm really no complaining. If my spirits need a lift, I can thank my lucky stars it's no a 15-hour shift. I'll have to do my bit, I canna let it brat my heart. We'll get through this together just by staying far apart. But I miss my buddies. Wish them here, I must confess, although they have to stay at home to help the NHS. So bide awa, but spare a thought for this unlucky fool that only learned fa's lock it doon inside the primary school.